Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into Crypto ZX. I really appreciate you stopping by my channel today. To all my viewers watching my video right now, can I please ask you guys to smash that like button and hit the red subscribe button if you haven't already. This does help with the channel tremendously and it also keeps me motivated on making videos for you guys. But with that being said, let's jump right in today's content. Alright guys, before I begin, I would like to say the disclaimer, anything on this channel should not be taken as financial advice because I am not a financial advisor. Cryptocurrencies are super volatile, so please do your own due diligence and research before investing in these markets. If we're looking at the overall crypto market cap today, we're currently sitting at $2.08 trillion, up 9% in the last 24 hours, and BTC dominance is currently sitting at 48.6%. If we're looking at the overall crypto market, today we are seeing a lot of green across the board, especially in the last 24 hours. As you guys may know, Bitcoin had a shake off even yesterday, but we were bought back up very quickly, and I believe this is the start to a new leg up as long as Bitcoin stays stagnant. But I want to talk about none other than ADA today. Alright guys, if we're looking at Cardano's price right now, Cardano is currently trading at $1.23. It's up 10.7% in the last 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also up a 1.6% in BTC comparative in the last 24 hours. Top rank on CoinMarketCap and on CoinGecko is a top 6. Market cap is currently sitting at $39.5 billion and 24-hour trading volume is $3.6 billion. If we're zooming out, seeing the bigger picture in the last 30 days, we are up 1.8%, and in the last 24 hours, we're up 10.7%. Everything is looking very, very healthy. Before I begin, I want, all the Cardano holders, if you're part of the Cardano community, and if you have not read this interview, I strongly, strongly encourage you guys to go read this interview that Forbes had with Charles Hoskinson. Very, very interesting things he had said. So I strongly, strongly encourage each and every one of you to go check this out. I will leave the link in the description box below for you guys. So all you have to do is scroll down into the description box below and the link will be there for you. But now let's jump into the price analysis for ADA. Alright, so if we're looking at the price analysis for ADA, some interesting things are happening for it. So as you guys may know, this was our initial very strong support that has been very crucial for ADA over the last couple months, and that is around that $1.04 range. So yesterday, if you guys watched my VeChain video, I did not make a ADA video, but if you watched my VeChain video, I said, guys, we have to consider the fact that Bitcoin can go down to that $46,000 to $47,000 range, because if you guys had been following a Bitcoin's movement, Bitcoin was ranging between that 49,500 to 51,000 level, but it was unable to hold around that 51,000 level, so it kept on going down to that 49,500 level. So I said, guys, we should be prepared. There's a possibility for Bitcoin to fall to even $46,000 to $47,000. And if that happened, we should accept some downside for altcoins. And that's exactly what happened. Bitcoin had a flash crash to $46,500, around that range. I could be wrong. I don't know the exact number, but it was around those levels. It went all the way down, but was bought back up very, very quickly. So it was a flash crash. So guess what happens to the altcoins when Bitcoin has these kind of flash crashes? They go down with it. So for Cardano, Cardano went all the way down to $1.01 yesterday, but was bought back up very, very quickly. So that goes to show, that goes to show these kind of wicks, these kind of movements, like when the flash crashes happen, obviously altcoins will go down, but these kind of wicks only occur for a couple minutes or even seconds, but they get bought back up very quickly. If you guys know what leverage trading is, which I strongly, strongly, encourage all my viewers to stay away from, absolutely stay away from anything that has to do with leverage trading. Because that is very, very risky. Even the experienced traders lose 90% of the time. So imagine the newcomers coming into the market. So I strongly encourage you guys to stay away from leverage trading. So when these leverage trading, people, when they're longing, so meaning that they think the price is gonna go up, they long their positions. So when the price drops, let's say markets drop, Bitcoin drops, more and more liquidations occur. So when it happens, in a fast mode, and more liquidations occur, these kind of wicks do occur. And that goes with Bitcoin, that goes with every altcoin. Like majority of the altcoins that do have leverage trading for them on Binance or some other platforms, which I strongly encourage you guys to stay away from. Binance is a good exchange, but do not do leverage trading. But so these kind of wicks occur because of that. So due to the fact that we see these kind of wicks, we see a lot of panic come into the markets. A lot of people start getting worried. Oh, this is it, we're over, crypto markets is done. But guys, look at the bigger picture. These kind of corrections occur, and they are needed in the markets. Nothing goes up straight forever. Nothing goes up straight forever. And I know a lot of newcomers are coming into the markets now, and a lot of my viewers are new into the markets. Guys, I know this could be scary, but if you do your due diligence and research, and invest what you can afford to lose, patience will be your best friend. Patience will be your best friend. You do not want to be the weak hands getting shaken out during these, market manipulation or people taking profits, because at the end of the day, these corrections do occur, and they are very much needed for the markets, especially when we are seeing newer highs after newer highs. When markets are in the oversold territory, we need some sort of breather before we do see next leg up. But yeah, looking at ADA's price, as you guys can see, this is the upwards trend for ADA. Currently we are below this trend line, but I believe in the next coming days, or even May, we will be above this range, and I would like for it to, this is what I would like for ADA to do. So I would like ADA to get around this range, around that $1 range, trade sideways, 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 touch that, major resistance, guys. This major resistance that we have been trying to break, touch it, and possibly, if we were to get more volume to kick in, break it to this upwards side, to that $2 range. As you guys can see, I've shared this with you guys before. This resistance level is a very, very crucial, because we try to break this once. We even tried to break it twice, but it did not break it. And then we finally broke it, where we saw our new all-time high at the $1.55 range, but was unable to keep above that. And then we saw this downward trend, and obviously Bitcoin having its downward trend as well. We saw us fall below this upwards trend line, but nothing to worry about. We are still trading between this range, very strong support around this level, and I do not see it falling further, unless, again, now I always look at both the bullish and bearish scenario. I'm not a guy who's always going to be only looking at the bullish scenarios, because that's not how the markets work. We got to keep it realistic. So bearish scenario would be that, let's say Bitcoin comes out to like I'm today, and decides to be like, I don't want to stay around that 54,000 level. I am going to go down, and then we cannot control that. And if it had a flash crash, let's say some whale dumps their Bitcoin on the markets to take profits, or some whale manipulation occurs and Bitcoin goes down to 45 to even $40,000 level, we could definitely see us go down to even 81 cents. But we should be supported. There's wicks around here, and there's support around that level, but we should be supported around those levels. Let me bring out the Fibonacci retracement so we can get a better picture of this entire thing. So let's bring this up for you guys. So yeah, like I said, right now, currently we're trading at the we are currently on that 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. We're sitting right on there, but there's a lot of support around that 50 as well. As you guys can see, I've mentioned this before too. It's not only for ADA. 50 usually tends to be a very strong support generally for most altcoins, or even Bitcoin, when it comes to the Fibonacci retracement level. But a bearish scenario would be that we break down. Let's say Bitcoin goes down to even $40,000. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but let's say it happens. If that goes down, we could see and come all the way down to this level, and I believe we should be supported around here, and should be bought back up very quickly. But this is my bullish scenario, which I strongly believe will play out in the next coming weeks or so, especially in May. I believe this will play out. We should go back into this zone, like this upwards trend, and trade sideways over here, and then finally break out of here through, and then break this resistance, which we have been trying to do since February 27th, guys. But this is accumulation zone. So this is a time for accumulating, and I believe before we do see some newer highs, very very normal. And the next move up, when we do break this resistance level, guys, it's all-time high. It's all-time high, price discovery mode, and then ADA is really going to move. And you guys know, I've mentioned this before, ADA is doing some crazy things around the crypto space. Charles Hoskinson's an absolute genius, and we are seeing a lot of institutional interest coming into the markets as well. And crypto is going mainstream, and a lot of these big influencers are talking about ADA. We are also seeing a lot of interest, like I said, coming into the crypto space from institutional investors. And some ETFs that were never being passed. If you're a crypto OG, we've been hearing the term we've been hearing the term about crypto ETFs being passed for the over a couple of years, but it never got passed. But now governments are finally starting to, accept these ETFs and allow them to come into play, because there's a lot of demand for these ETFs, and that goes to show crypto is going mainstream. And I believe this is just the beginning. But I'm not saying all the altcoins in the markets are gonna survive. 90 or even 95% of the altcoins will not, succeed. They will fail after the bull run. But the ones with the working product, real use case, bringing mass adoption to crypto space, these kind of projects will succeed in the long term. And Cardano is one of them. As you guys may know, I always say ADA is, the biggest ETH competitor there really is right now. And I strongly believe that it has the possibility of taking over Ethereum in the next 3 years. Obviously, Ethereum has such a high market cap due to the fact that it has a first mover advantage, but we are seeing other blockchains such as Cardano, Polkadot, and Solana, even Zilliqa being, more, appealing to these new investors, not only investors, to the developers as well, because ETH has its own issues, so many issues, scalability being one of the most highest issues. And I do not see that being fixed, and I believe the other blockchains are now coming and should be taking over Ethereum in the next very soon, like very soon, in my opinion. Cardano is obviously the biggest one, because a lot of developer interest is in this, and obviously it offers staking to its investors, double staking, obviously, because of Goguen. And that's why we are seeing staked value of $25.7 billion worth of Cardano being staked on the exchanges. And that's 70% of the circulation supply, guys. That's absolutely insane when you put that into perspective. Because let's think about it. Basic economic rule, supply and demand. I've mentioned it before, but I know there's a lot of new viewers coming into the market, so I would like to give them an idea. So $25.7 billion worth of ADA is being staked. So let's say when the demand really kicks in, the FOMO really begins, there is less 88 on the exchanges, and everyone is gonna go to on these exchanges and want to buy ADA. And when that happens, when there is a higher demand and lower supply, so meaning lower coins on the markets, supply and demand factor kicks in, and price is, sky's the limit for the price, for that, in that case. But yeah, Cardano, like, this goes to show the interest level there really is built on ADA. A lot of people, a lot of investors are not only here for this bull run, they're here for the long term. They see the vision, they see what Cardano is doing, and they see it taking over, a crypto space and being one of the top crypto assets in the next coming 3 years, 3 to 5 years. So that's, you guys know my stance. I've been covering ADA for, like, since literally at its bottom, and I do believe that, it can overtake Ethereum. And also, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not here for the short term gains. I'm in it for the long haul. I do see ADA being a very successful project, as long as they keep on delivering what they are doing. And also, liquidity is not a problem for ADA, so that is very that is very appealing to investors as well, because liquidity matters a lot. And ADA is listed on the major exchanges such as Coinbase, Binance, Kraken. So liquidity is not a problem at all. So that's it for Ada's video. But if we're looking at the Google Trends, we are kind of going in the downwards trend on Google Trends, but nothing to worry about in my opinion. Over time we will see more searches, because already, despite the fact people are searching on Google or not, we already have such a major community. A lot of people know about it, a lot of big players know about ADA, and that is bullish on its own. So the future is looking very, very bright for ADA. And the short term targets are this, like that's what I would like for it to play out. As I mentioned, go back into this range, trade sideways, breakout, and see $2 in May. And but bearish scenario will be like this in my opinion. But with that being said, I think I am going to wrap up today's video around this. But before I go, I always say this: always invest what you can afford to lose, and always do your own due diligence and research. I cannot stress this enough. And stay safe out there. Safety comes first, health comes first, family comes first, and everything else absolutely comes later. And thank you so much for all the support that you guys have been showing me. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, guys, I think I am going to wrap up today's video around here. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.